So here we go first. What we're going to do right now is the leading coefficient test. The leading coefficient test. So everybody get your notebooks ready and get ready to take notes. Okay, what does this mean? First, we're going to be dealing with polynomials, like I told you before, that are going to have higher orders, higher order exponents. And when we begin graphing them, the easiest thing to figure out is what is going on at the end. What is the end behavior? You've got several things that could be happening. This is an XY coordinate plane. You could have that the left side is going up. You know, we don't know what's going on in here, but the right side is also going up. Another version you could have is the left side might be going up, and then a lot of things could be happening in here, but the right side is going down. We have another version where maybe the left side started from the bottom, and then, you know, something might be happening here. We don't know, but the right ended up going up. And then the last one on an XY coordinate plane, it could start down here below on the left side. Something is going on here. Could go up and down. It could do a lot of things. But then it goes to the bottom. So you've got 4 different things that could happen to the end behavior. So the first thing, what they're going to do is ask you, graph this polynomial. What I would do first is figure out what is happening on the left and right, because at least I know what's going up, down, or it could be going both up, both down. At this point, we don't know what is going on in the middle. It might cross the x-axis 1 time, 2 times, maybe no times. But all this is doing is telling us what is the end of it doing. And keep in mind that means if you're going all the way this way, that's negative infinity. If you're going all the way this way, that's positive infinity. Because you notice that I put arrows on the end of them. Next, we have what is called the leading coefficient test. I hope you can remember from your college algebra class what the leading coefficient is. I'll write polynomial at the top of the page. That will be in standard form. Here is an example of one written in standard form. And you'll notice that we do a countdown. 5, I don't have 1 to the 4th. 3, 2, 1, and then my constant will be at the end. So, hold on, the screen is moving. So what is the leading coefficient? Coefficients are the numbers that are in front of our variables. And so the leading, does anybody know? What's the leading coefficient?
Is it 5?
Yes. Yay. How you know? Where'd you get that from?
Because 5x to the 5th power.
Hold on a second. Sorry. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Because 5x to the 5th power is the leading term, and the coefficient of that term is 5.
Okay. What's the definition of coefficient? Because they're both 5. I can help you out. I'll help you out here. Watch this. She is referring to this 5 right here. The leading coefficient is 5. We do have 2 5s. Good job. I don't know who that was. Thanks. Good job. Who was that?
Adriana?
Okay. All right. So we have to know what is the leading coefficient. Okay. So what do? We got a couple things here. This resource right here, what you see, you can copy it in your notes. However, it is on your template sheet. So you can get the same, all I did, you see this pick, I just grabbed this pick and I grabbed this pick and put it over here. But the same picks are available to you. Okay, all we're doing is using this to see what is happening on the end behaviors. Okay, if the exponent of the coefficient is odd, so we look at the exponent, this exponent is 5. If the leading coefficient is positive, which it is, it's 5, then the graph is going to fall to the left and rise to the right. If the leading coefficient is negative and the exponent is odd, then the graph would rise to the left and it would fall to the right. And you'll notice that they just put dotted lines in there because at this point, we don't care what's going on in the middle. We're going to figure out how to do that later. We just want to know what the end behavior of this graph is doing. And then in letter C, if the exponent of the leading coefficient is even, let me write something over here. So I could have something like 7x to the 6th power. And you'll notice the leading coefficient is 7. And the exponent is even. It's a 6. That's even. So what do you do in this case? If the leading coefficient is positive, then that means it's going to rise to the left and rise to the right. If the leading coefficient is negative, then it's going to fall on the left and the right. Let's try some of these. Okay, let's begin. My degree is even, it's 2. That's even. My leading coefficient is 5. And so therefore, for number 1, I'm going to head over here to this one. My exponent is even, so I'll go over there. My leading coefficient is 5, so 5 is a positive number. So I'm headed over here. It says that the end behavior, if it has a degree that is even, the leading coefficient is positive. Therefore, I know it goes up on the left and up on the right. We don't know what is going on in between. We just want to know the end behavior. Okay. Number 2, we have a degree of 2. The leading coefficient is -2. So I've got to go up here and figure out where am I supposed to go. I have a exponent that is even, and my leading coefficient is negative. So therefore, it's going to fall on the left and fall on the right. And I got that from up here. All right. And number 3, I have a degree of 3. My leading coefficient is 1. So I have an exponent that is odd. So I'm headed this way. And my leading coefficient is greater than 1. So therefore, it is going down on the left and going up on the right. Okay, I've got 3 more problems. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in here. Is there anybody that wants to take one?
I'm confused.
You're confused?
Yes, ma'am. Number 3.
Number 3. Do you see the degree of 3?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Do you know what degree means? That came from Intermediate Algebra 101. If I need to go backwards and explain degree, I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The degree is the highest power.
Oh no, I'm tripping. I know, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I got you.
On the leading coefficient.
Yeah, I know. I had a brain fart. I know.
Hey, don't we all, right?
I'm sorry.
Do you see the little 3 up there, x cubed?
Yes, ma'am.
So therefore, it says if the exponent of the leading coefficient is odd, then I've got to go over there to the left side and figure out which one of those I'm doing. And then what do you do next? You look at the leading coefficient and see if it's positive or negative. And then it will tell you what's happening on the end behavior. Okay, who wants to try? Number 4, who's ready? What's the degree on number 4? Chris, you want to take it? Or there's you want to take it, Chris?
I can.
Okay, let me erase this. Okay, number 4. What's my degree?
3.
What's the leading coefficient?
7.
No, look, there's a minus sign. You see it?
-7.
That's it. -7. Leo. Okay, so my exponent is odd, so therefore I'm headed this way. and it says that my leading coefficient is negative. And if my leading coefficient is negative, I go by this one right here. You follow that? That means this side goes up and this side goes down. Let's see who else wants to try one.
I got you.
Oh, who is this?
This is Jamari.
Mari. I'm ready. Let's head over to number 5. What is the degree?
7.
That's it. Leading coefficient is?
-2.
Okay. Which side of the resource am I going to? Exponent odd or exponent even?
Exponent even. Oh, odd.
So this way. And my leading coefficient is negative.
You going up and down?
Up and down. That's it. That's it. Up and down. Woo, woo. Anybody else want to try number 6?
I can try it, but I do have a question.
Go ahead.
So with this problem, would I rearrange it to where it's in standard form, or would I just keep it how it is?
Oh, very interesting. You notice that it is not written in standard form. So therefore, the degree might not be the first thing you see. Good idea. Do you want to write it in standard form first? Or I don't know, you tell me. It is not in standard form. It is not in standard form. So what is the degree?
So would the degree be even?
It is even. What's the number?
It would be 7.
Highest exponent. That's your leading coefficient is 7. What's the exponent?
The exponent is 4.
That's it. Because you're right. This one right here is not in standard form. That was really, really good. Good job on that. Who is this?
Adriana.
Hey, Adriana, that was good to observe that was not in standard form to begin with. All right. So you've got a degree of an even number. Degree of even. So which side are you headed to, right or left?
It rises on both sides.
What she said? You want me to go this way, even?
Yes.
And you said it rises on both sides.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you are correct. Y'all give yourself a hand clap for that. That was good. See, all you got to do is just try. That was really good, y'all. Wow. Okay. But thank you for that. Wow. You make this video sound good.